Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got another video for you today on how to prevent rock chips, paint scratches in your vehicle. I've done a few of these videos in the past now. I did paint protection film, I did a bug deflector kind of thing for the front hood, and now we're going to be doing the sill plates and the rocker panels. I actually had no idea this product existed until just recently. I was on the Real Truck website and just looking for things that work with my truck and saw them and thought what a slam dunk, because it covers that kind of sill plate rocker panel. I've actually had scratches and chips in the past on this vehicle. I made a video on how to use like a touch-up pen, and like I said, if you're off-roading, if you're in the winter and you got big boots and stuff like that, that's kind of where you can run into issues in that area. I got kids as well that like to step and run their boots on everywhere and just scratch things up. So really excited about these, but again, shout out to Real Truck for sending them to me. If you're interested in these or want to check them out, I'll have a link in the description of this video. I'll also pin in the comment section to the top a link where you can find these as well. So please follow that link. It does help support me, and it helps support Real Truck, who made this possible. So again, thank you guys, and thank you Real Truck for making this happen. So let's take a look at this product. Quick preview here before we get started. They are Bushwacker trail armor rocker panel and sill plate covers. Obviously you can see you got the sill plate, you got the rocker panel. It's a 4-piece set. I'll kind of give you a little sneak peek here. These are not actually attached to my truck yet. They're just kind of placed in there. The door's probably holding them in there, but to kind of get a quick little preview of what that'll look like. Obviously, you can get them color matched, painted if you wanted to, not from them, but you'd have to like send them somewhere. On a white Trail Boss, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think that looks great. But I think even any truck, you're probably gonna have the darker mud flaps anyway. There's actually some little trim bits on your truck you might already have, like that little square there. And even this line that you can continue with this, that was already on there from the factory for me as well. So definitely no brainer to leave those black for me. And then again, that extra bit of protection that you get from these is on that sill plate. And again, that's where I was having a lot of paint issues. So again, in the winter here with boots that have kind of metal tabs on the sides of them and stuff, if I wasn't careful, I could be scratching stuff. So, and then in the rear as well. And again, that's where my kids, for some reason, love to step. They'll step here, they'll step there. If you've got little kids, you probably know that struggle. So, but yeah, let's get into this product, how it attaches and kind of how it follows the lines of the truck and what I think about it. So I'm really excited about this one. This is a product I genuinely want on my truck. So this is Truck Ownership 101. I'm Spencer Elbach. Class is now in session. All right, let's take a look at some of this trail armor. Made by Bushwacker. If you've ever seen their products before, they specialize in off-roading, protection, wheel liners, all kinds of stuff. I've seen a lot of Jeep stuff from them too. They're a company this stuff is all made in America, which is great. It attaches to your vehicle using VHB tape, which is that stuff. VHB tape stands for very high bond, which I can attest, if done properly, this is a very good method for attaching things to our vehicles. Again, the most recent thing I installed was that bug deflector, that light shield, what they called it, from another company. And so far, so good. Haven't had any issues with that. This stuff is like, I think I was kind of skeptical when I first saw everything coming out with this, instead of attaching it through like a mechanical means, rivets or screws or something. But to be honest, all that drilling and stuff and what this stuff is rated for, if installed properly, is exceptional. But again, there's that catch. You got to make sure you do it properly. But yeah, obviously the protection area, the sill plate, the rocker panels, full protection on all that. But yeah, I've really liked that VHB tape. You can see I just keep a roll of it around the house, just handy. ever since I've kind of done some more of these projects and had uses for them around the home, I've been sold. So, but yeah, how to install it properly is the kicker. First thing is prepping your work surface. So around the truck, the bottom of that rocker panel, top of that sill plate, everywhere else, you're going to want to make sure you wipe it down, get all the dirt and debris off it. Lastly, you're going to use the provided alcohol prep pads. There's like 4 2-packs here, so you got plenty of them to do all 4. And you're going to do that last on the surfaces where the VHB tape is going to go. That does a couple things for you. Obviously, another level of cleaning, any oils, dust, that kind of stuff really preps that surface. But the alcohol is actually going to evaporate off the vehicle quickly, so it's a dry surface. So that's important. Second thing that you want to make sure, because this is a contoured surface, especially for this back one here, you're going to want to make sure your alignment is dead on when you put this on there. So we'll take a look at the alignment on my vehicle here before I've even pulled any tape in a little bit. So a way to help with alignment is you just pull, you kind of make tabs with the little red parts of the VHB tape, and you do that just to the outside bits. That way you can kind of work on your alignment with these not in contact, and you kind of get everything perfect. You peel those a little bit and then do your pressing. You confirm you got everything right before you fully commit and peel those. You just got to make sure the tabs are accessible when you push it on. I did the same thing for that bug deflector shield on the front of my vehicle, and that really helped. So definitely, that's kind of like the most nerve-wracking part about using this kind of adhesion method, and I think that's a really good trick, and I recommend you doing that. Now, the last thing to make sure that this adheres well, stays on forever, is the kicker for me right now. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attach these to my truck today, which is really frustrating, but kind of the problem here. Ambient temperature and part temperature, so both my truck and the part here must be at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 Celsius for proper adhesion. According to my watch right now, it is 25 degrees outside with all this snow. So unfortunately, I can't actually attach these to my vehicle today. I'm really disappointed about that. I want these on my vehicle right now. Like in the snow in the winter here, that's when I'm really working this stuff. So, but that's okay. Come spring, I'm gonna have these melted for real, and I'm hauling the camper, doing stuff over the summer with the kids, climbing in and out of it all the time. Right now, like I said, the wife kind of drives the kids around mostly, but. Yeah, I wish these would actually be going on today. Got to keep this channel growing so I can get a heated shop. I think that's going to be the next thing. But let's take a look at what actually these would look like if you were going to go install them for real. First thing you would do, open up both of your doors, assuming you've got step 1 done with prepping all the work area. Notice with the door all the way open, you have the maximum amount of room to kind of work this into the spot here. There we go. So again, you definitely would want prep all that area, clean it good, use those alcohol pads. You'd want to get way into back in here too on that flat that goes all the way across the bottom. That is where this strip goes. So and then along the top here as well, just make sure you're cleaning everything really good. Once you do that, you would peel these corners, create some little tabs, and then go for your alignment. Again, you'd have the front door and the back door open for this step, trying to avoid adhering your outside bits where the tabs have exposed the adhesive. And with 2 hands, it works a lot better. My running boards also make this kind of a snug fit too, so maybe that'll be an opportunity to upgrade some running boards or something when I apply these in the spring. But you can kind of see there's definitely kind of a spot where you got to have it with these back ones. So I think it makes more sense to start with the rear ones. I don't think the actual instructions were too specific on which ones you started with. It just, that makes sense for me. Start here, and then if you have a little bit of play, use it in the front. But obviously that lines up pretty good. Once you were satisfied, you'd pull your tabs and just do that good pressure everywhere that you saw. You can't even see it now, but yeah, that whole strip all the way through there, you want to get some really good pressure on that. You could get at mine with these running boards. I'd have to be able to get underneath there and pinch that for a while, but we can just close that door. For the front, if you're to do that second, obviously this could all be closed up, I guess, but similar situation, proper, much better prep than what I have right now. Removing the tabs, and then again, hopefully if your running boards give you a little more clearance than mine do, you'd be set up pretty well. To be honest, if your biggest concern is a gap there, you could probably use that as your reference point. But with that being right where the door seals meet and stuff, a little bit of gap there I don't think is going to kill me. What I would probably want to make sure of is that on the front, that front leading edge looks good. And we can take a look at that too here. But yeah, to me, just something nice and clean on that front side would look good. Yeah, I think I'd probably minimize that gap in the back here as much as possible. That cleans up pretty nice. Cool. Okay, so again, just kind of a placeholder there. It does rest on that bottom seal, so I think you do want to make sure you close your doors good. Now, obviously, I've got that extra bit of red tape in there that would come off, but overall, that's a really sharp look. We can kind of get closer here. We've got especially the lines that are left behind already from the factory, just like there, everything here, especially that one right there. It looks like it was made to do that. So, but yeah, I'm really happy with it. Again, disappointed that to do this right, which I do want this to be done right, I could have just threw it on for the video, but they probably would have had to have come off and, you know, done better later. And these are generally something I want. I would recommend purchasing them if those are areas of concern for you, of rock chips or whatever. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Check them out. Thank you to Real Truck for making this video possible. If you haven't already, you know, like the video, subscribe. That kind of helps with the YouTube algorithm and all that. So it'll also let you know when I've got more videos coming, which I do, all about this truck. So until next time, class dismissed.